Hello friends, I'm Simreaper and today we are back with another speed build video. This video I really wanted to try my hand at building a TUDOR style house in Windenburg. I called it a tiny TUDOR house. While it is small, I don't think it quite qualifies as a tidy house. It is 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it has 2 floors. And I thought it ended up being really cute and charming and a house that I wouldn't mind living in if I was like a single Pringle. Um, so yeah, I thought it ended up really cute. I'm just basically figuring out the shape that I want to go with here. And as soon as I put this roof on here, I have figured out the whole entire shape, which is good. It usually takes me way longer to do that. And then I'm putting on the, of course, TUDOR style, what do you call it? Wall covering? I don't know. And then I'm just going through and figuring out window placement and what types of windows that I want to use. I will come back to the landscaping once I have finished the inside. As I've said in previous speed build videos, that's something that I just tend to do, is like I'll start on the landscaping when I'm like building the framework of the house, and then I'll just like skip to furnishing the inside, and then at the end I'll come back and do some landscaping and just basically tie the whole build together, which I guess is fine. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that, so as long as it turns out nice, right? And I'm actually really surprised at myself that I was able to figure out the window placement so easily with this house. I was really happy with that because usually it's so agonizing. The only thing that I had a problem with was the windows that I placed were placed like slightly too high for the wall height, so I had to go through and, as you can see, bring them all down a little bit. But yeah, and then here I'm trying to figure out the layout of the house. I ended up making that back part a little sunroom, as you can see here, and I thought that was like a really cute idea. And I also end up putting like an easel in there so you can go out there and paint while looking at the beautiful world. And because Windenburg is very beautiful. And then here is where I originally started building the kitchen, but as you can see, I moved it over here to the left, and I just felt like that fit with the floor plan much better. So the bottom floor actually has quite a bit of an open floor plan. The kitchen, dining, and living are basically all one room, and then you have the sunroom off to the side and a master bath. I call it a master bath. It's a big bathroom, but it's the only bathroom in the house, and it's on the bottom floor while the bedroom is on the top floor, so that might not be ideal, but with this tiny of a space, that's really all I could come up with in order to make everything look nice. And yeah, so I love how the kitchen turned out, by the way. It's basically black and white, which you guys know I love my black and white color scheme, which is especially why I liked making this TUDOR house, I think, is because I don't even know if I'm saying that right. If I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. But because TUDOR houses like have a black and white kind of feel to them, at least on the outside. So yeah, I was really happy with that color scheme. I tried to add a little bit more color here in the dining room, and don't worry, I end up deleting those curtains because they look terrible. And I don't keep those either, not those either. And I just play with the color scheme in here a lot. Those are the curtains I end up going with, but yeah, as you can see, I changed them all to blue. And then I put like this big plush rug underneath the dining table, just because I like plush rugs a lot. And while you're sitting and eating, I feel like that'd be a nice thing to like lay your little toes on. And yeah, and here I am picking a color for the wall. I ended up going with a quite neutral color, but quite a warm color, just because I felt it fit the room very well. I still love this kitchen so much. I'm going in and adding a few little finishing details to the kitchen, like some herbs and I believe I add like a dish drying rack. Oh, and then like the little utensils and paper towels. Yeah. So I'm so glad I actually remembered to include a garbage can, because sometimes I forget that. I've actually forgotten entire fridges before, so good on me for not forgetting any kitchen essentials, right? So here I am going ahead and fleshing out the living room. I actually have another family that I play with in this save, and she had bought the hipster hugger couch from the flea market, so it was actually already unlocked for me to be able to use it, which was nice because I felt like it really fit the style of this house. We don't really have many normal couches like the hipster hugger in game. I really wish that was something we had more of in The Sims 4, but I guess we'll just have to wait for future packs to see if they give us like more normal like couches, because all of our couches are just kind of weird and out there, at least in my opinion. I want some like normal like IKEA couches. I don't know, like an L-shaped sofa would be really cool, but just putting it out there. And I tried to fit a bookcase in this little area. I was having the hardest time, but I ended up going with that one and just like facing it away from the room, because that was the only way I could really fit it in. And then here I am working on the bathroom. So I put a shower and a bath in just because it's such a big space, and I felt like it all fit in quite perfectly, which made me really happy. Just adding some accents to the bathroom, and then I made the wall color blue just because I really like how that baby blue fits in with like the white and black color scheme, and of course it enabled me to add a pop of color. And then yeah, so I still love that little sunroom. It's so cute. I just want to go out there and paint, because I actually do paint from time to time, so I feel like that'd be a perfect room for me. So if I was a single Pringle, I would love to live in this house. And here I am just go ahead and making the bedroom, and I kind of used that window with like the red stained glass in it as like a pop of color, I guess, that I used throughout the rest of the room. So like I put little bits and pieces of red here and there, and like this red rug, and I just thought it ended up looking quite nice. I almost went and painted the walls red, and I had to back up. I was like, that's way too much red. So I went with like a similar color to the downstairs area, just like a warm neutral color. It's kind of yellowy, so I don't really know if it still counts as a neutral, but I just thought it looked really nice with the room. And then I'm just going up and lighting up the outside, because my builds are never finished without a fully lit up outside. I am a lightaholic, as you guys already know. And then I ended up putting these lanterns in from City Living, not in this color, but I did end up putting lanterns in just because I love like a lit outdoor garden area that looks all like nice and cute and like fairy-like. I don't know, I'm a freak for that kind of thing. And then just extending the walkway to the outdoor area. And here is where I start finishing up the landscaping a little bit. Put that big tree from, I believe it's Outdoor Retreat back there. And then I'm just putting in some more plants and bushes and flowers, and just trying to basically fill up the empty space and make it look nice and lush. And I think I did a pretty good job of it. You guys will have to let me know. This path, though, the shape of it was like really bugging me, but I figured if I just put in like some plants that everything would be fine and no one would even notice or care how the path was shaped. So that's what I did. I did end up adding a little barbecue there so that you can grill outdoors and just enjoy the scenery while you eat some hot dogs or hamburgers or whatever you grill. And yeah, so this is adding the finishing touches, and we're going into the screenshots. I really hope you guys enjoyed this build. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I post videos pretty often. I used to say every day, but lately it's not been going quite so well. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!